We start tonight with breaking news. We're in the middle of a weather impact alert as this winter storm slams Northern California.
A search and rescue operation is happening right now after an avalanche leaves 10 skiers missing in Nevada County.
Interstate 80 is closed in both directions tonight from Colfax to the Nevada state line because of whiteout conditions.
Ski resorts and schools are closed, and here in the valley, steady rain is slowing the evening commute and leading to flooding as well.
This all as snow is coming down as low as 3,000 feet. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We do want to start with more on that avalanche tonight. At least 10 people are missing after an avalanche in the Castle Peak area today. That's in Nevada County, not far from Donner Summit. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office says a group of backcountry skiers are involved. So here's what we know so far, according to the Sierra Avalanche Center. The group consisted of about a dozen skiers leaving an overnight backcountry trip. They had been staying at Frog Lake Hut. Today was supposed to be departure day. Now, it's not clear if the group was skiing for the day or attempting to travel home during the storm. Right now, it's also not clear how many people are actually missing or hurt, but we do know there is an extensive search underway.
Yeah, a scary situation. Search and rescue teams are dealing with whiteout conditions in the Sierra right now as this storm continues. The Sierra Avalanche Center says there's been 2 to 3 feet of snow in just the last 36 hours. An avalanche warning is in effect through tomorrow morning. Travel is strongly discouraged in these areas. And as of this evening, all lanes on I-80 are closed for a 70-mile stretch. This is due again to those whiteout conditions and very poor visibility. CHP warns travel is completely unsafe at this time. Eastbound I-80 is closed at Applegate and westbound 80 at State Line. The highway has been closed in both directions since around 8 this morning, so for hours now.
If you do need to travel, please stay off the roads. Conditions were so bad today, several ski resorts ceased operations. I want to show you what it looked like at Mammoth Mountain, Boreal Mountain, Kirkwood Ski Resort, and Palisades at Tahoe. They said the deep snow, avalanche watches, and zero visibility presented hazardous conditions for skiers. And so we do have team coverage tonight. ABC 10's Nazi Javid is in Colfax, where the I-80 closure begins. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is standing by in Placerville, where the city is preparing for its rare sight of snow. But first, Rob is standing by. He's been tracking this storm. And Rob, I have to tell you, this is quite the impact, huh?
You know, Chris and Laura, this is just a situation where, sometimes things are ramping down, sometimes they're ramping up. Right now, we're maxing out, especially in the snow department, and it's going to sustain itself through the overnight hours. And we even have more going on. So we are in the middle of a weather impact alert. Now, the steady, heavier rain snarled the early morning commute for Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto. And those communities, at least Stockton, Modesto, are still in the steady rain category of this storm. But there's still plenty left. Once you hit the mountains, it's very efficient at making snow and continuing to pile it up. In that area where they're searching over the last couple of hours, very heavy snow. In fact, within the last 15 minutes, it's dumping snow 2 to 4 inches per hour at the moment. That is whiteout conditions. That is treacherous to be in. It's creating new avalanche conditions for the people that are currently trying to conduct that search. And then it's going to continue through the overnight hours. So unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult, and it's going to be dark here within an hour. You can see in Truckee, this camera's getting loaded up with snow. And for our weather impact alert, we still have an inch of rain between now and Thursday, 3 to 5 feet of Sierra snow. And of all the impacts, I still think the Sierra impacts for snow and avalanche conditions are top of mind just because of how dangerous it can be. Avalanche warning until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for dangerous conditions. And you could see with the 2 to almost 3 feet of snow that the resorts, which are closed, have seen through the course of the day. We're going to add in more to that. So if you're trying to plan for the rest of this evening and tomorrow, expect more spotty rain, more snow, and snow down to lower elevations. Tomorrow morning, Grass Valley, Nevada City, places right around 1,000 feet, if not lower, are looking at some snow. So it's going to really spread out the impacts. We'll talk more about that later on. Back to you.
Good to know, Rob. We are not done just yet. Thank you. Let's take another live look outside across our region right now. A variety of different scenes here depending on where you are. This winter storm is bringing heavy rain and snow. As Rob was mentioning, this storm system could bring as much as 8 feet of snow with levels reaching as low as 3,000 feet.
Several schools across the Sierra and foothills are closed as this winter storm continues to move through. That includes Gold Oak Union, Camino Union Elementary, Pollock Pines, Silver Fork, Pioneer Union School Districts, and Twain Harte. Several Nevada County schools also dismissed students early because of snow and travel concerns. All after-school care programs and activities in Grass Valley have been canceled. And just into the newsroom, the Tahoe Truckee Unified School District announced they will have a snow day tomorrow for all schools.
More power outages are reported today as conditions intensify in the Sierra. This is a live look right here on your screen at the PG&E outage map. Thousands of customers without power along Interstate 80 in Nevada and Placer counties. This includes the area of Colfax, Dutch Flat, and Gold Run. Amador and El Dorado counties are also impacted. Thousands of customers being impacted by this outage.
CHP says traffic conditions on Highway 50 are extremely impacted with visitors heading toward the snow, adding that the mountain passes are beyond capacity and delays are severe in both directions. Officials said cars are facing hours-long backups.
Meanwhile, down the mountain, Placerville and its visitors are eagerly preparing and awaiting the low snow headed their way tomorrow.
Yeah, that's where we find ABC 10's Roxanne Elias, who joins us live in Camino near Placerville.
So Roxanne, day 2 of you out there in the elements, being our eyes and ears on the ground. What are you seeing? What are conditions there right now? I see a few flakes falling on you again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Laura, I have a little bit of an update for you. We actually just left Placerville a few minutes ago, and it is already snowing there. It just wasn't really sticking to the ground, so we drove about 6.5 miles up the road. We're in Camino right now. We're about 3,000 feet in that area. And just like predicted, the snow is coming down fast and thick. And if you look at the road, you could actually see it's pretty covered in these thick snowflakes. And this is what CHP is warning drivers about. But the city of Placerville says it's ready for anything that comes its way. The possibility of snow coming down as low as Placerville on Wednesday has residents and businesses hopeful to see it happen.
It's still raining down here, but once we get this low snow, either people are buckling in or they're all coming out and they're going to go play in the snow. So it's pretty exciting.
Albert Fausal at the Placerville hardware store on Main Street says he's already seeing people stop by to purchase snow sleds, gloves, and other supplies. City Manager Dave Warren says they're expecting the snow to come as low as Placerville Wednesday afternoon. By Tuesday, chain control was already in effect a few miles east of the city going up Highway 50. Those drivers were met by heavy snow right around 3,000 feet in Camino. Here, a group of friends from the Bay Area stopped to play in the snow after the road shut down yesterday on their way to Lake Tahoe.
We started coming here yesterday around 6 p.m. So we reached here by Folsom, and then the condition was worse. So we stuck on a hotel there, I stayed the night there, and then we came here in the morning. And now we can't go to Tahoe, so we have to return back home.
But not before throwing a few snowballs first. Families say the convenience of the lower snow is what attracts them to the area when other places are too far.
We figured this morning this might be a good chance because the temperature is low enough that maybe the snow will come down low enough. And since we're homeschooled, they got their morning work done. And I said, well, let's take a quick jaunt.
Businesses say they welcome the crowds of visitors who want to head to the snow.
That different kind of crowd comes in and they're getting gloves, they're getting all the hand warmers, ice melters. So it brings in kind of a good hometown feeling into our town.
The city manager for the city of Placerville says it does have its public works crews ready to clear the roads, and they do have people on call if anything worsens out here. They're asking people not to travel unless absolutely necessary, and if you do go out, monitor the conditions and plan ahead. I'm Roxanne Elias, live in Camino, ABC 10.
All very good information. We want folks to be safe out there. Remember, this storm is really just getting started. Roxanne, thank you.
And as we mentioned, on the other side of the mountain, I-80 is shut down in both directions from Colfax all the way to the Nevada state line because of what you see right here, whiteout conditions. The road is completely covered. We're talking about a stretch of about 70 miles. ABC 10's Nazi Javid is on the ground monitoring this situation very closely. Nazi, these are serious conditions. What are you seeing right now?
Yes, Laura, they are very serious conditions and it's very cold. My fingers are almost frozen here. But I want to show you, you mentioned that full closure. We'll pan over so you can see the highway here. There are no cars here, as you can see. That's because of this closure to the Nevada state line. We're here in Colfax. This is the exit 135, and it is light snow. We've got that light slushy type of snow coming down here. It is 36 degrees, feels like 26. But if you pan over to this side, you can see this is where down below us is where they have an area where they are stopping cars here. They are turning vehicles around. So I don't know if you can get a zoom in, but you can see the trucks there, several semi trucks, big rigs on the side of the road just waiting this out. There goes a CAL FIRE vehicle as we speak. But we have been urging people to stay off the roads throughout this winter storm, and tonight is a good indicator of people are listening to that advice, because you can see it's coming down. It's really windy out here. You feel that chill, and where yesterday folks were headed out to the snow and they were enjoying it, today folks are taking it easy, keeping it off the roads. And we did speak with some folks in Auburn on our way in. They had mixed reaction to this weather.
It's kind of a welcome thing, really. You know, kids get to play and all that, so that's good.
I'm not happy about it, dude. I'm more of a summer guy, so.
Love it because I've always loved the cold since I was a little kid and whatnot, and since I was a little baby I was always running warm, so I make everybody else feel cold.
That doesn't sound exciting.
Not at all. Like, let's get this over with.
Yeah, so, mixed reaction there. And what they are advising drivers to do is to please make sure that you check the Caltrans Quick Map before you head out, because you're going to run into some closures. And when things do open up, you're going to face those chain check conditions. For now, Nazi Javid, live in Colfax, ABC 10.
That is indeed good perspective. Just goes to show you how things change as you head up the hill. Drastic conditions, and so we want you to be safe out there. Nazi, we thank you for that live update.
Yeah, and we're not done yet. For the latest updates on weather and road conditions, download the free ABC 10 app. You can also watch extended weather coverage. We'll continue to track all the snow and the rain throughout the day.